If you think Super Bowl ticket prices are an absolute joke, or that the Taylor Swift Ticketmaster meltdown was a national crisis, prepare yourself. Because right now, in June 2026, FIFA and Ticketmaster are executing the largest financial extraction scheme in the history of modern sports, and they are doing it right in front of the federal government's face. The average American sports fan is already conditioned to pay insane prices to see their local NFL or NBA teams. There are convenience fees, marked up secondary markets, and seasonal spikes. It's part of the game. It's the cost of admission in modern capitalism. But what is happening across all 16 World Cup venues this month is not just standard capitalism. It is an algorithmically engineered corporate cartel. A system specifically designed to completely eradicate the real, everyday soccer fan from the stadium seats, replacing them with a passive, ultra-wealthy corporate elite willing to pay the price of a used car just to watch 90 minutes of entertainment. Welcome back to Soccer Inc. Today, we open the black box of the 2026 World Cup ticket marketplace and reveal how Ticketmaster and FIFA rigged the game before the first whistle even blew. The engineering of this corporate heist starts with two words that every live entertainment fan in North America has learned to completely despise: dynamic pricing. When FIFA initially announced the ticket categories for the 2026 tournament, the retail face values looked somewhat reasonable on paper, but that official price chart was just a public relations smokescreen. The real engine of sales was handed over to Ticketmaster's back-end infrastructure and its real-time demand-based artificial intelligence algorithms. The mechanism functions with absolute ruthlessness. The moment the virtual waiting room opens, the algorithm monitors traffic velocity, click rates, wait times, and the zip codes of the users. If 1 million desperate fans try to access a single match in New York or Los Angeles, the price of the ticket doesn't stay fixed. It scales instantly. An upper deck seat, originally listed at $200, transforms into $1,500 in a matter of 15 seconds. Not because the seat moved closer to the field or because the match suddenly got better, but simply because the software detected your digital desperation. This creates a massive cognitive shock. The American consumer, used to structured box office rates, finds themselves trapped in a high-volatility financial trading pit. It feels exactly like Wall Street, except there is only one private corporation controlling both sides of the trade. And the worst part? The bots. Ticketmaster publicly claims to spend millions on cybersecurity to block automated scalper bots from raiding their inventory. But industry insiders know the dark truth. The bots are not a bug in the code. The bots are the fuel of the machine. Thousands of automated accounts purchase entire blocks of stadium sections in fractions of a second, clearing out inventory before a human being can even type in their credit card information. And that is exactly where the true monetization trap springs shut. So where do all those tickets vanish to after the bots lock them down? They go straight onto the officially sanctioned resale platforms owned by Ticketmaster itself, StubHub, and SeatGeek. This is where FIFA and its corporate ticketing partners pull off the ultimate masterstroke of double monetization. In any standard business model, if you sell a consumer product and the buyer resells it for a higher price to someone else, you don't profit from that secondary transaction. But in the global sports cartel, the traditional laws of economics do not apply. Ticketmaster charges a massive service fee on the primary sale. Then, when the bot immediately relists that exact same ticket on the official resale exchange for 5 times the original price, Ticketmaster charges another massive service fee to the new buyer and a transaction commission to the seller. FIFA receives a direct, undisclosed percentage of every single one of these secondary market transactions. The middleman profits off the very scarcity they artificially engineered in the first place. It is a flawless circle of capital extraction where the supplier makes millions when they sell the product and makes hundreds of millions more when their own consumers get scalped on the open market. During this intense month of June 2026, simple group stage tickets that should cost under $100 are trading for averages of 4 digits. A luxury suite at AT&T Stadium in Dallas for the upcoming knockout rounds has hit the staggering price of $100,000 for a single afternoon. This creates an insurmountable economic barrier. The casual local fan who wants to experience the sport is completely priced out. The working-class immigrant who traveled across the world to support their nation discovers that the cost of a single match ticket equals 3 months of wages back home. The stadium ceases to be a cultural monument. It becomes an exclusive country club for tech millionaires and corporate sponsors. But there is a dangerous cultural side effect to this corporate cleansing that FIFA failed to calculate, and it is turning the atmosphere inside these massive NFL venues into a complete disaster on television. Global soccer is fueled by raw passion, non-stop chanting, colored flares, and a chaotic, electric fan energy that television networks use to sell the sport to the masses. That vibrant stadium atmosphere is the literal raw material that attracts billion-dollar global sponsors. However, when you charge $3,000 for a seat, the demographic that occupies that stand changes completely. You don't get the fanatical supporter who stands up and sings for 90 minutes. You get the executive in a business casual shirt, the digital influencer who just wants a photo for their feed, or the high net worth tourist who spends half the match in the air-conditioned tunnels eating premium catering. The visible result during these matches this month is a completely sterilized atmosphere. Monumental stadiums that sound like a boardroom meeting for a Silicon Valley venture firm. Entire rows of prime lower box seats sitting completely empty until the 10th minute of the second half because the ticket holders are inside the luxury lounges closing corporate merger deals. FIFA privatized the crowd, and by treating human passion purely as a premium asset class, they are suffocating the very soul of the event. But since the cash has already cleared into the bank accounts of Zurich, the eerie silence in the stands doesn't show up on the financial balance sheet. When you completely suffocate the legal market with impossible prices, human nature always finds an alternative way to survive. The Ticketmaster ticket mafia has triggered an unprecedented economic chain reaction across the streets of New York, Miami, and Los Angeles this summer. Because the average fan cannot access the stadium through official means, the real financial energy of the soccer culture has completely shifted into a massive shadow economy, a multi-billion-dollar underground black market that doesn't just involve street scalpers selling fake passes outside the gates. It involves an industrial-scale manufacturing network printing highly sophisticated counterfeit gear, advanced digital cloning of mobile ticketing credentials, and international smuggling syndicates that the FBI and local border protection agencies are currently chasing with zero success. FIFA tried to micromanage and extract every single dollar from the American landscape, but by locking the door on the real consumer, they accidentally opened up the largest financial gold rush for organized crime in the history of live sports. But how this shadow economy actually operates, and how counterfeit networks are outsmarting FIFA's legal team right now on the streets. That economic scandal is the next video.